Melissa, welcome to Independent Lichfield podcast number 3, third one in our series.
Yes.
So thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So firstly, just introduce yourself, a bit about you, your business, and tell us all about you.
Cool. So my name is Melissa. I'm a registered associate nutritionist, confidence coach, and NLP practitioner, which stands for neuro-linguistic programming. And I believe that we should all know the secrets of being happy, healthy, and confident. And so I do one-to-one consultations and meal plans and really help people with their health goals using simplicity, evidence-based nutrition, and NLP and coaching techniques.
Okay, cool. So trying to break down a lot of the barriers of nutrition and fitness and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
a lot of jargon out there.
Yeah. And I think
What's
a lot.
a keto diet?
Oh, I know. And there's always so many fad diets out there and people who aren't even qualified giving advice. And that is really the problem.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of it's to do with mindset as well, which is why I did NLP.
Okay. So what is NLP? Tell us a bit more about that.
So it's about giving someone more choice in the way they want to think and act. And it's all about your mindset and modelling excellence, really. There's loads of, it leaves a trail of techniques which you can use. For example, if you wanted to give up chocolate, there's a technique where you can make you dislike chocolate type thing.
Oh, okay.
And change your habits. Let's say you want to stop biting your nails and instead you want to do something else, you can also do a technique for that. So it's very useful, yeah.
So what's the weirdest thing you've made someone stop doing?
Actually, when I was training, the Bosch, do you know Bosch, the two vegan guys? They've got their own TV show now. And I helped him stop biting his nails and put him almost in a trance. Yeah, it was really cool.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I'll make sure I'm not under some kind of trance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
make sure don't look in your eyes directly.
That was really cool.
Cool. So where do you base? Where can people find out about you? Do you travel around?
Yeah, so I do consultations via Skype, but also my clinic is based at Hallcross Hall in Staffordshire.
Okay, cool.
The big spa and hotel and gym. So yeah, I can offer in person or via Skype. I can kind of work all around the world, really. I worked with a LA model, so it's really kind of no limit. Yeah.
Is that the furthest sort of person you've worked away with?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say yeah.
And what was any challenges with that?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the client, it's their decision on what they want, and I can help them with their goals, but sometimes they all want to lose weight, and if not necessarily, they don't need to lose weight, but if they want to lose weight, it's their body, and I can help with that, but there's always challenges, you know.
Yeah, that's cool. How long have you been doing what you do?
I would say, so I graduated last summer. I went to Newcastle University, did a 4-year degree. So I graduated last summer, and I got my website up in March.
Yeah.
And since then, I've been studying still and really crafting my service and what makes me unique to work with clients and getting the word out there, really. Okay. Yeah.
Cool. So you enjoying it so far?
Yeah, it's very rewarding.
Yeah.
Very rewarding, very exciting. I love helping people. I really think this is my mission in life, my purpose, and that's what's kept me going to go self-employed and rather than working for someone else.
Yeah.
9-to-5 job. So that's what's kept me going.
That's cool. That's a great segue on to my next question. So I know you've just touched on it briefly, but what do you enjoy most about it? So the helping the people, is there anything else that you really enjoy about being self-employed?
Being self-employed, I think freedom is big for me, having that freedom, not asking anyone if I want to go on holiday, for example, and working hours that I don't want to work. So I think the freedom is a big one for me. And designing my perfect job, I guess. I get to work with whoever I want and put my spin on how I want to run things. Mm-hmm. So I'd say it's freedom, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's something everyone wants in this day and age, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just being able to do what they want when they want, which is something to strive towards, I guess.
Yeah.
So on the flip side to that, what would you say so far in quite a short space of time since you graduated have been the biggest challenges in starting your own business?
I'd say the challenges is just knowing how to run a business.
Mm-hmm.
I very much taught myself, and also getting the word out there, and spreading the word about what you do, how you can help people. getting that trust built with people so they take a chance in you, and as soon as someone does that, the word of mouth, I'm sure, will come to that. But that is the biggest challenge. Lichfield is very different to living in London, where you've got a lot of people.
Yeah.
So it's getting
spaced out all over the place, and a lot of little villages and towns and stuff.
Exactly. So I live in the countryside, so
very different to London.
Yeah,
what's all this
my
green
neighbours
stuff?
are horses.
That is always a big bonus.
Yeah.
So you said you're sort of like very self-taught. Was there anything that you used to do that, or any sort of like learns or things you would have done differently to what you did?
I bought an online course about how to make money. It was more of making money from your website and traveling. It was that type of spin on things.
Okay.
But I guess that I built my own website by scratch for myself. It took me a very long time, but I guess that webinar taught me to do that, and it gave me an insight into how to make money from your website and all these terms that I never knew. Yeah. And then, from there, I just sat down and I crafted this service. How can I transform people's lives? And that was really just reading lots of books and taking what I learned from uni. I love, personal development work, so I'm tying all that into it, and my NLP and coaching. So, there's always still more to learn.
Yeah, well, that's it. Every day's a school day, as they say. So just for, I suppose, anyone listening or going to be watching these, what would you say, or what piece of advice would you give to them if they were thinking about setting up their own brand, starting their own business, their own shop, or anything like that?
I would say whatever their dream is, their goal is, someone's probably already doing that right now. Yeah. So the only difference is whether they believe that they can do it. Mm-hmm. And that's the only thing that's going to stop them, whether they believe they can do that. Okay, cool. And you can do anything, you put your mind to it.
Yeah, well, it's, like you say, it's a mindset piece, and that's kind of why you're in business, I guess.
Yeah, so I'd say do it. If it's in your gut, if you really think this is, my mission, and I really want to be my own boss, this feels good to me, then do it. Take little steps each day. Create a vision board, whether that helps. There's one thing that you can do actually. This sounds a bit funny, but if you get a manual toothbrush and brush your teeth with the opposite hand for every night for 30 seconds whilst visualizing your goal, after a month you will really believe that you can do it, because it was all about your neurons and setting new pathways. So you're doing something that's difficult, brushing your teeth with the opposite hand, but it's not impossible. Yeah. And so whilst thinking about your goal, you'll create new neurological pathways in your mind. Okay. So that's one tip that you could try also about beliefs. Yeah, I'm probably end up brushing like my face. Yeah. Just do it for 30 seconds every night for a month whilst thinking about your goal.
And so I know you touched on like the neurons and stuff. What is the actual like psychological thing behind it then? Is it just...
It's proven and tested. I mean, I'm not exactly sure the deep science of it, but I know that you're doing something that is difficult but not impossible. While thinking about your goal, you'll start to believe that that's also possible.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
It's pretty much as simple. So try it. Let me know how you get on.
Yeah, well, a selfie of like toothpaste up my face. So I know, you said you're very sort of like self-taught in how you've set things up, like your website and everything else. From a marketing perspective, how do you market yourself, your business?
Yeah. And again, this comes down to finance as well. I believe that you have to invest to get money back. I mean, I'm big on social media, especially Instagram. You can follow me, The Delicious Nutritionist. I'm gaining more followers on there each day. And Hall obviously has a big client base at the hotel. So I'm giving out brochures there and stuff. And, stuff like this also helps. And, I do need to probably do more with my marketing. Okay.
So what would you do differently with your marketing?
What would I do differently? I was speaking to my friend who's in marketing, and she suggested to have a product, whether that's like a lip balm or... like a mug or something with your brand name and your number and website on it. So people are seeing it every day, and eventually, I think it's after 6 times, it takes 6 points of contact for them to kind of buy from you, rather than just a brochure which they read and throw away. So I'm thinking about doing that now, creating something like a project where you can use every day, whether that's a bag for life, something like that.
Well, yeah, like things like Bag for Life and the, I don't know what they're called, but like the, not woolen ones, but you know what I mean.
Yes, yeah.
Like tote bag sort of things. Yeah, I think they're huge, and I think, like you say, that it's okay putting a picture on Instagram, but that's one touch point, and 5 seconds it's gone potentially. So how do you keep that going, and what's next? And that physical aspects, like that you're looking at, it could be huge.
Yeah, and absolutely. And another thing I was doing is doing free workshops. I give free 20-minute consultations as well. You're very welcome to email me and to get a free consultation, to build that rapport with the client. Free workshops, really good one too. YouTube's also really good. I'm on YouTube creating videos. I haven't done it in a while, but I will get back onto that. And making that entertaining almost, and eventually people will get to know who you are.
Well, get back on your YouTube. I think your first video is brushing your teeth with the wrong hand. It's got to be the one. I'm sure it can be some kind of viral challenge out there.